Yeah, but like I'm talking about like for branding purposes. How come you're not?
Oh, I mean, I could put a picture of my butt crack as my profile pic.
So like, what about if like you've seen their content before and like for example, let's say I want to hit up someone from the Core 4 or formerly Core 4 and they don't know who I am. Is it like something I should just shoot my shot, or is it something I should try to build recourse or something like that, or build up my brand first because I am unknown?
I think you should always shoot your shot, honestly, because it's like, what's the worst that can happen? They just say no.
How dare they?
What's up?
it was a joke. How dare they? Oh no.
Well, it's just, it's gonna happen, but
Yeah.
it's like they just say no, you know, and it's like, all right.
Oh, no.
But obviously, I think that could be a motivator too.
Yeah.
I am someone that like, we're all motivated by ego. Ego is naturally imbued into this job in some form or another. If you think you're entertaining enough to play video games in front of people and like people will like it, that's dog, you got an ego. Like you just have to admit that. And I think my ego, I don't really care. I do care obviously about the audience, but I want the respect of my peers. So a lot of things that motivated me was like, I want this person to know that I exist and that I'm about that life, you know? Like, so even if they say no, what could be cool is kind of like, oh, you're saying no because you don't know me, but like, what if I made you know me?
Yeah.
You know? That's like more like a hip hop like like ego way of looking at it. But sometimes if that motivates you, then that's good. It's not doing any damage. You know, like respect is earned. It's not just given.
Yeah.
I actually had a huge problem with that when I was first starting off, because I knew that I had potential. I knew I had talent, but I was like, oh, everyone just sees me as an editor. Like, I don't want to add on to other people's projects. I want people to see my own project. But I look back at the work that I did, and I had nothing to show as evidence for that, right? Like, I only had like 3 videos at the time, you know, and I was uploading on Mopo like once like every what felt like, I don't know, like 6 freaking months. So it's like, well, I was such a little baby. I was like, I want people to respect me, and I had no reason for them to actually respect me, you know. And now that I actually have made it for myself, it's like, oh, this respect was earned, you know. That's how it works.
Do you think you could still earn someone respect even if your video got like 1 view, like, but you think that video like was still good, like even though it didn't reach the right audience? It's just like, but I think what the person has to say is still important.
No, for sure. I mean, even when I was an editor, right? Like there was like 3 vids that I had up. Like I had the respect of the peers that knew that I existed. But I think like the general atmosphere were those just thinking like, oh, you're Ryan's editor. But I think people like Ryan saw me as my own creator. Like that's someone that like was nice at what I did. But just naturally, if you have like a larger size, you're garnering more respect. Your brand, going back to that conversation, or your identity is more so your own thing rather than adding on to somebody else's. You know, like I think if you're larger, it's just easier to gain that respect.
Your brand is basically what makes you unique, what you bring to the table, right?
That's how I view it. For sure. It's just kind of like, who are you? You're the blank guy. Like I think for a while I was the Kirby Nuzlocke guy. I think that's evolved since those aren't even like my highest performing videos anymore. And I don't know what I am. Well, I do know what I am. I think a lot of people just call me different things based on like what I do. And that's fine, but I think like I know what I provide, and I think a lot of my core fans know that I provide, and that's like what matters. Like some people I'm just the Pikmin randomizer guy, and like all those other videos maybe aren't for them, or they just see me as the Pikmin randomizer guy, and it's like, that's fine. You know, if multiple people are calling you different things too, you can clump those all together. Like you have the power to do that and just be like, I'm this guy, you know?
I'm the Nintendo guy. Play random Nintendo.
Yeah, I'm this Nintendo variety framing device guy that likes to make little movies out of their thing. Like that's what I would call myself. Yeah.
But how do you think you managed to make it work even though you didn't niche down?
So, that's a great question. I started off, I'm looking at my channel right now, I did like, the first thing I did was like, first to catch a shiny star Pokemon wins. Then I did Mario Kart, but winning isn't enough. Then catch a full evolution team wins, then Kirby, then Pokemon. The original strategy was to do, every other video was a Pokemon video, and then every other one was like a Nintendo variety. Karthu gave me that strategy, because the Pokemon videos, I'd be benefiting off of, you know, the work that I did, and like the my established brand, right, being the Vtuber editor, I'd be benefiting off of that and building upon that, while also in the background building something that's different. My journey is a little more unique, and I think is a hard basis to go off of, because YouTube Shorts is what did it for me. I got in while the iron was hot. What I did was, we called them shill shorts. I made 1 minute shorts about the runs that I did, and I was totally against it at first. I had my good friend King Culpa. I contribute most of my success to King Culpa and Carthu's Dojo. King Culpa is, you know, Tobin, short-tempered. That's his editor, but he knows a lot about the website, and he kind of convinced me, like, hey man, like, look, I get it, you don't like YouTube Shorts, because I actually I don't watch them, but he was like, you don't like them, but like, what if you made them, you don't care about them, but what if they allowed you to promote the things you do care about? And I'm like, okay, I'm listening. So what we did was, we just made these shorts that were advertisements essentially for my bigger videos, where I just kind of made like a 1-minute video essay on like how I made Kirby actually hard, you know, and just kind of like talk about the run a little bit. Those don't work anymore, but it was going back to what I said about Let's Plays being dead, where no one did YouTube Shorts because there was $0 involved, but they were cooking like hotcakes. Like, I would post a short. This was back when I had 2,000 subs, and then it would take a month, but then after like 21 days, for some reason, they would just get like 1 million views for free. They would make no money, but what I did was I would use that to my advantage and make these shorts to promote my videos. And I think that's what made like Kirby and Mario Kart blow up. And then at that point, I have established a repertoire, and I think it's kind of like expanding, and trying to figure out like what bounces off of what. Like, I did a Kirby Nuzlocke, for example, right? That the idea of a Nuzlocke, it's already imbued into Pokemon. Like, I started with Pokemon, and then I did a Mario Kart video. Everyone likes Mario Kart. Like, that's like the white bread of like Nintendo YouTube takes. It's like drinking water. You know, everyone friggin' does it. And then I did a Kirby Nuzlocke, which kind of goes off of Pokemon. You know, there's some sort of like overlap there. I did Pikmin once Pikmin 4 was coming out. You know, the iron was hot. I can garner a new audience. So there's kind of like a strategy to it. There's a method. And like, okay, what does my audience already like? What can I get them into? How can I capitalize on this, that, and the other thing? And I think I also established my own style that I think, like, my brand is, I think a lot of people come for me and not necessarily the things that I make. Because if you look at my channel, you, like, based off of thumbnails and titles, you wouldn't understand what my shtick is until you actually click on the video. You know, like, you wouldn't know that my Paper Mario video has, like, stop motion paper in it. You know, it just looks like a regular challenge run where I'm like, okay, I started off here, then I killed this guy, then I killed you. But you click on it, and it's like, oh, this is so much more, you know? That's also, I think, part of my brand as well, which probably isn't good. I could probably find a way to like advertise my uniqueness within the titles and thumbnails. I haven't found a way to do that without alienating too many people. That's something I'm trying to like figure out. But I think through like shorts, and then I think like I was able to create such a diversity of different series because of like the way I approached it and the way I even structured my videos, to where like even my flops still garner like a good amount of success, because I think people just like what I provide. Like they know what they're getting when they click on a Don video, regardless of what I'm going to talk about. And I'm very happy about that. I'm very lucky to have garnered that. So a lot of it was luck too. I think like I just got in while the iron's hot, and it was just kind of like, oh, like shorts were doing fantastic, like let me get in on this. Like, so I was really lucky in that regard.
Well, my question is, how come you advertise more a Mario character as your profile pic instead of yourself?
He's funny.
Yeah, but like I'm talking about like for branding purposes. How come you're not?
Oh, I mean, I could put a picture of my butt crack as my profile pic. Like, I don't think profile pics really matter in that regard. I mean, I can look through my sub count. Let's see. There's this guy Yurik Salad Bar that I like a lot. He makes video essays. His profile picture is literally just the color red. I can send you a screenshot of it right now.
It's just the color.
You know, like it's just a red splotch. Schaeferless is the crab from Moana. He's got 2 million subs.
Oh,
you know,
I think I heard of him.
I think things like that. It's more so about the videos you're making, less than like the brand. you know. And mine's just Don Pianta, who's red, and I don't even use him as my my person that much. I use a sprite guy that you see on screen just as often, if not more, because it's easier to work with, you know. So I don't think like I remember when I was a lot smaller, I used to care about that thing a lot more, like how fancy you make things look, but it doesn't matter as long as your stuff's good. You can make a stick figure your profile picture, and it'd be crazy.